All right, on page 186, we've got problem number 10. It's a biased coin. A biased coin is a coin that's not fair. That means it's not as likely, it's not the same probability to hit each one. In this case, it's 4 times more likely to land on heads than it is on tails. All right, so the coin is tossed k times. Well, that's the number of trials, so k is just like our n. It's a number of trials. Each toss, is it heads or is it tails? Now what they're telling us is it's tossed enough times so the probability of it being at least one occasion is tails is greater than 99%. So let's see if we can translate this into something. First, we're going to need to figure out the probability of heads and the probability of tails. If heads has got a greater probability, then let's say that it's 4 times the tails. And if tails is x, then heads will be 4x. Well, I put those together, I get 5 x's. I know the probability has to equal 1. So that means that the probability of tails is 1/5, and the probability of heads is 4/5. So now let's use this information. What we're going to do is find the probability that x is greater than or equal to 1, which means that on at least one time on these trials, it's going to be a tail. Now that's 99%. Now the thing is, this is the same thing as saying 1 minus the probability of x equals 0. And when I do that, I can get this probability by itself by subtracting 1 and then dividing both sides by -1. And what I'm going to get is the probability that x is equal to 0 is going to be less than 0.01. Now, to find the probability of x equals 0, I'm going to do the combination. Now, I don't know n. It's called k. So we're going to say k, choose 0. And the probability of success is going to be 1/5. So that's 1/5 to the 0 power times 4/5 to the k power. And that has to be less than 0.01. Now, k choose 0 and 1/5 to the 0 are both equal to 1. So really, we just have 4/5 k is less than 0.01. I can make this into a logarithm, log base 0.8, that's what 4/5 is, of 0.01, and it's going to be less than k. I find out the log base 8 of 0.01, let's do that in the calculator here. It's going to be base 0.8 and then put in 0.01, and we'll find out that it's 20.63. So 20.63 is less than k. Another way to word that is k is greater than 20.63. Which means that k has got to be 21. All right, let's take a look at the next one.